Today, the witnesses present are the following. From the Department of Finance, Secretary Frederick D. Go. From the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Commissioner Carlito Martin Mendoza, Attorney Rufino Cantaros, Head Revenue Executive Assistant, Mr. Luis Sixtus Esquivas, Office of the Commissioner. Then we have Regional Director Renato Molina, Revenue District Officer Trinidad Villamil, Revenue District Officer Renato Mina. We have Revenue District Officer Lorenzo de los Santos. We have Revenue District Officer Yolanda Zafra. We have Revenue District Officer Antonio Mangubat. We have Revenue District Officer Celestino Viernes. We have OIC Chief for Large Taxpayer Audit Division, Miguel Angelo D. Alfaro. OIC Chief, Excise Large Taxpayer Audit Division, Ryan Calvin Morga. We have OIC Assistant Chief, Excise Large Taxpayer, Francis F. Nabwa. We have OIC Assistant Chief, Regular LO Audit Division, Pauline Lydia M. Reyes. We also have Mr. Josh Allen Pilapil, Technical Assistance, Office of the Commissioner. From the Chiefs of VAT Transactions, we have Mr. Winston Sabado, Ms. Fe Lucas, Ms. Nina Cristina M. Espiritu. We have Ms. Lilibeth Nazario. We have Mr. Benedict Bacani. We have Ms. Marlene Dumapias. We have Ms. Karen Esperaguera. We also have with us, Your Honors, former Commissioner Romeo Lumagi, and those are the personalities present today. We have invited Ms. Elizabeth Lee from the Chairperson Federation of Philippine Industries. She has confirmed her attendance but is not yet present at the moment.
Please administer the oath to the resource persons.
May we request all invited guests to please stand up and raise the right hand for the oath. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation? Please, I do to affirm your answer. Thank you very much. You may sit down.
Thank you. The Senate President is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm actually here to listen, so I will be giving way to the author of Resolution 180, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and the author of Resolution 201, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The Vice Chairman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Today, this Blue Ribbon Committee convenes to confront a matter that strikes at the very core of public trust and governance. The misuse and abuse of the Bureau of Internal Revenue's letter of authority and mission orders. Instruments that by law should protect the integrity of our tax system, but which have reportedly become tools for harassment, coercion, and worse, extortion. For years, small and big businesses mula po sa maliliit na family convenience store hanggang sa malalaking korporasyon have raised serious concerns recently. Many claim that they were subjected not to fair tax assessment, but to pressure, intimidation, and questionable demands in exchange for the withdrawal or softening of tax investigations. Kahit po ang mga international companies, hindi na ninyo pinatawad, pinatos na ninyo. Itong mga kumpanya na ito na nagdadala ng trabaho, teknolohiya at pamumuhunan sa bansa ay hindi raw nakaligtas sa ganitong uri ng pang-aabuso ayon na rin mismo sa iba't ibang foreign chambers of commerce dito sa ating bansa at mismong ang kanilang mga ambassador. Let me be clear. The purpose of the letter of authority and mission order is to ensure that taxes owed to the government are collected properly, transparently and lawfully. Hindi ito dapat gamitin bilang sandata ng pananakot o instrumento ng korupsyon. Unfortunately, only 2% of the total tax collected by the BIR from the business sector came from LOAS or mission orders. The 98%, ladies and gentlemen, from voluntary tax payments by the businesses. So ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, 2% lamang ang pumapasok sa kaban ng bayan sa total tax collection. Yung the rest, 98% voluntary. So where did the rest of the collection go from these instruments? E di po sa bulsa ng mga examiner, RDOs at regional directors. Ganito po yung modus, Mr. Chair. 25% lang ng koleksyon kasi napupunta sa gobyerno yung may resibo. 75% goes straight to their pockets. If these complaints are true, then we are looking at systematic abuse that harms not only individual taxpayers but also the nation's business climate and international reputation. Kapag nawalan po ng tiwala ang negosyo, lokal man o foreign, nawawala rin po ang trabaho, nawawala ang kita at oportunidad para sa ating mga kababayan. Today, this committee will seek the truth, Mr. Chair. We will examine how LOAS and mission orders have been issued, enforced, and allegedly exploited. We will ask hard questions. We will demand clear answers. And we will hold accountable anyone who has betrayed their sworn duty to serve with integrity. Our goal here is simple: to restore trust, protect our taxpayers, and ensure that public power is never, ever again used for private gain. Maraming salamat po. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman Tulfo. Senator JB, you recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our Senate President, of course, our colleague Senator Tulfo. Pleasant good morning. The very instrument meant to ensure lawful tax compliance is being weaponized for corruption and extortion. Sinimulan po natin buksan ang issue ng pang-aabuso ng ilang kawani ng BIR sa pamamagitan ng issuance ng Letter of Authority o LOA noong Department of Finance briefing para sa 2026 budget. Inulit ko ito sa plenary interpellation ng budget at lumabas na pati pala sa iba pang nating mga kasamahan na senador, marami na rin pong sumbong sa kanila. Lalo na ang mga ambassador at mga miyembro ng American European Chambers ang may umangal na laban sa mga LOA ng BIR at nakakahiya na talaga po tayo. Alam natin na ang mahalagang papel na ginagampanan ng BIR sa pagpopondo ng mga programa ng gobyerno. Ngunit base sa mga impormasyon natin, tila na agrabyado ang gobyerno dahil pinagkakitaan din ang tax collection. May mga lumapit po sa ating tanggapan at may kanya-kanyang sumbong, ngunit ang malinaw ay ito. Mayroong umiiral na mga modo sa BIR na kumpirma